The Democratic Republic of Congo faced a grim milestone in January 2025. M23 rebels captured Goma, a strategically important city in the eastern part of the country. This event marked a dangerous escalation in the ongoing conflict that has plagued the region for years. Goma, a bustling city, holds both economic and symbolic significance. Its capture by the rebels sent shockwaves through Congo and the international community. The M23 advance has triggered a large-scale humanitarian crisis. Over 2 million residents in Goma are now caught in a dire situation. Many were already displaced from their homes due to previous fighting. Now they face even greater uncertainty and danger. Hospitals in Goma are struggling to cope with the influx of wounded civilians. Medical supplies are running low, and the situation is becoming increasingly desperate. The capture of Goma by M23 rebels is a stark reminder of the fragility of peace in the region. It has also highlighted the urgent need for a coordinated international response to address the root causes of the conflict and alleviate the suffering of innocent civilians. The situation remains tense, and the future of Goma and its people hangs in the balance. The humanitarian crisis in Goma is rapidly deteriorating. The city is struggling to cope with the influx of displaced people. Many are seeking refuge in overcrowded camps, where conditions are dire. There is a severe shortage of food, water, and medical supplies. The situation is particularly dangerous for children and the elderly, who are more vulnerable to disease and malnutrition. Hospitals in Goma are overwhelmed with casualties from the fighting. Medical staff are working tirelessly to treat the wounded, but they are facing immense challenges. The International Committee of the Red Cross has warned that the situation is reaching a breaking point. They have called for increased international assistance to help those in need. The capture of Goma by M23 rebels has exacerbated an already dire humanitarian situation. The city is now facing a multifaceted crisis that threatens the lives of millions of people. The international community must act swiftly and decisively to provide humanitarian relief and work towards a lasting solution to the conflict. The M23 rebel group is a complex and controversial actor in the conflict in the Democratic Republic of Congo. The group is primarily composed of ethnic Tutsis and claims to fight for the rights of Congolese Tutsis, who they say face discrimination. They accuse the Congolese government of failing to protect them and of marginalizing their communities. However, their motives are widely disputed. The M23 rebellion is deeply intertwined with the legacy of the 1994 Rwandan genocide. After the genocide, many Hutu militias responsible for the killings fled across the border into eastern Congo. These militias continued to pose a threat to Rwanda, and Rwanda has justified its military interventions in Congo as necessary to counter this threat. However, Rwanda has also been accused of supporting rebel groups like the M23, which has further fueled the conflict. Rwanda's role in the conflict is a source of significant tension. Both the Congolese government and the international community have accused Rwanda of providing military and logistical support to the M23 rebels. Rwanda denies these allegations, but evidence suggests otherwise. The United Nations has reported that Rwandan troops have been directly involved in fighting alongside the M23, and that Rwanda has supplied them with weapons and ammunition. The international community has condemned the M23's capture of Goma and called for a ceasefire. However, concrete action has been limited. While sanctions have been imposed on some M23 leaders, they have had little impact on the group's military capabilities. The United Nations peacekeeping mission in Congo, MONUSCO, has been criticized for its inability to protect civilians or prevent the fall of Goma. The civilian population in and around Goma is bearing the brunt of the conflict. Hundreds of thousands of people have been displaced from their homes. Many are living in makeshift camps, where they lack access to basic necessities. The fighting has also led to widespread human rights abuses, including killings, sexual violence, and recruitment of child soldiers. The situation in Goma is a tragic reminder of the human cost of conflict. The international community must move beyond condemnations and take concrete steps to end the violence, hold those responsible for human rights abuses accountable, and provide humanitarian assistance to those in need. The people of Goma deserve peace, security, and a chance to rebuild their lives.